Once upon a time, in a small village by the sea, there was a boy named Tommy who loved balloons more than anything else. He especially loved balloons that floated high in the sky, bouncing on the wind like clouds. One bright afternoon, as Tommy was wandering through the village market, he spotted the most magnificent balloon he had ever seen, a big, bright blue balloon that shimmered in the sunlight. Tommy ran to the stall and asked the balloon seller, "How much for the blue balloon?" The kind old man smiled and said, "This balloon is special. It can take you on a grand adventure, if you believe in magic. But remember, you must hold on tight, or it might fly away." With his heart full of excitement, Tommy bought the balloon. He tied the string tightly around his wrist, imagining all the fun he could have with it. As he walked back home, the balloon floated gently above him, bobbing along in the breeze. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew, lifting the balloon higher and higher into the air. To Tommy's surprise, the balloon began pulling him up off the ground. He held on tightly, but before he knew it, his feet left the ground completely, and he was soaring through the sky, carried by the big blue balloon. "Whoa!" Tommy gasped, his eyes wide with wonder. The village below grew smaller and smaller as he floated higher, above the trees and hills, into the fluffy white clouds. "Where are we going, balloon?" Tommy asked, his voice full of excitement. The balloon didn't answer, but it seemed to know exactly where to take him. Together, they soared across the sea, gliding over waves and seagulls, past islands and faraway lands. After a while, they reached a beautiful, colorful land Tommy had never seen before. The sky was a rainbow of colors, and the fields below were filled with giant flowers. As Tommy floated down toward the ground, he saw a group of children playing in the fields, laughing and chasing balloons just like his. "Welcome!" the children called as Tommy touched down gently. "You've come to the land of balloons, where every balloon is a new adventure." Tommy was amazed. The children explained that each balloon had its own special magic. Some balloons could fly higher than the clouds, others could carry you through rainbows, and some even told stories of far-off lands. The big blue balloon, they said, was the most adventurous of them all. Tommy spent the day playing with the children, flying through the sky on their magical balloons. He felt free and full of joy, like anything was possible. But as the sun began to set, Tommy felt a gentle tug on his wrist. The big blue balloon was pulling him toward the sky once again. It was time to go home. Tommy waved goodbye to his new friends, and the balloon lifted him back into the sky, carrying him gently through the clouds and across the sea. Soon, the familiar sight of his village appeared below. The balloon slowly lowered him back down to the ground, right where his adventure had begun. Tommy smiled, still holding the string of the big blue balloon. "Thank you," Tommy whispered to the balloon, filled with gratitude for the magical adventure. The big blue balloon bounced lightly in the breeze, as if it were saying, "You're welcome." And from that day on, Tommy knew that whenever he needed a little adventure, all he had to do was hold on tight to his magical balloon. The end.